Hello everyone, welcome back if you are returning. Welcome if it's your first time, and thank you for finding me or watching. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button. I appreciate that. I need all of it I can get. As always, I try to keep it short and talk as little as possible. I don't have much to say yet. Haven't gotten to that point in my channel where I have a lot to announce or anything in the beginning anyway. I don't know the name of all these stones, but this is just going to be a message from Spirit for who needs to hear it, what they most need to hear right now. This is going to be timeless, so whenever you come across it, it is for you. I protect the readings before I get started. I want to say thank you to my way showers, my spirit guide, God, Source Creator, the One, for letting me and assisting me in delivering these messages to you. And thank you to you for receiving them. What else? That's it. Okay. So go ahead, you guys, and pick a pile so just kind of like, you can pause it if you need to, and take a deep breath and just kind of go with the pile that you feel drawn to. Okay. This is going to be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. Hello. So, if you picked pile 1, this is your reading. Welcome to it. So, this reading, just by the oracle cards that popped up, is looking to be like somebody that's needing to be more spontaneous, and also I'm going to read this one to you and kind of like just give you the basic meanings of these, and then we're going to kind of freestyle it. You guys are the first pile, so you're the first reading that I'm doing, and I'm just going to kind of freestyle it. This is my first pick 3, so hey, you guys are the first. Well, that's not true. I've made other ones that I never posted because I don't know why. It's been a little bit of a challenge for me, but we're going to get through it this time. So this card here, 31, number 31. 3s and 1s are already a thing because we got number 11 and then the number 31. I also noticed when I was setting this up here that there's a little block down here has the number 7 and the number 8 on it. We'll look at that. Just for people who like the numbers, right? So this oracle card says, you know what is correct. You understand that any gain which comes from denying your values and compromising yourself creates loss of soul. There are times when it may seem as though people who act without integrity are obtaining benefit without negative repercussions. Life can seem unfair if you limit yourself to the strictly human perspective. Yet nothing escapes the attention of the spiritual worlds. Restorative action and balancing fairness is always in action at a higher level, according to divine timing and wisdom. Kind of deep, wise information there. Stay true to your integrity. Put your faith in divine justice, and you will win in a way that brings benefit to many. Don't let yourself down with behavior or attitudes that are unworthy of you. You have divinity within you and the right to be in the world with dignity, grace, and integrity. Whether in a small matter of apparent insignificance to anyone other than yourself, or in big matters where you feel your soul and perhaps the souls of others are on the line, integrity, that's the 3rd time that this card has said integrity. Integrity will be your saving grace. You can be kind of hard, but also firm as you refuse to allow anyone or anything to convince you that lowering your standards of acceptable behavior is warranted. Be in right relationship with yourself and the divine. Justice will be done, whether you see it happening or not. Put your faith in the good and true, and you will successfully continue on your path. Others are relying on you to be true to yourself more than you may realize. You are strong enough to live with honor. Okay, see? So this first one is about, well, also it's kind of like releasing control and of worrying about somebody else getting justice for something they may have done. Put your faith in the divine And then big time, it was hitting on really acting, don't let what others do make you feel like, well, I'm just gonna, like, it's just keeping your own integrity and standing in your own truth, right? Acting out of, you know, don't really just not losing track of your own morals and standards. Okay? Integrity, it said it like 4 times, I think. So with this one, the number 11, here's the first one of improvising and kind of like letting go and going with the flow, I felt. Many things are actually better when they develop spontaneously, organically, playfully. Let each step of the process lead you onward to the next. This can refer to a project, an adventure, a relationship, or whatever else you are fretting about at the moment. See? Rather than scrambling to gather everything all at once, make it perfect, improvise with what you have on hand and allow room for serendipity. The process of improvisation may reveal unknowing genius in you. So even if you don't see the justice coming in, or, particularly, it doesn't have to be, but like if it's going along with that card, it's like, even if you don't see that it's making a difference to, what's that word where it's integrity, but there's another word too. It's like, even when people aren't looking, still do the right thing. Even when you're not sure, you don't know if it's making a difference, or these, you see people who are not acting with integrity and they seem to be accessing something, accelerating or progressing in life. And you're just like, don't, and you're maybe in a bind in a way where it might be a lot easier for you to kind of like cut corners or be a little shady. I'm picking that up. Just stand in your own integrity and allow the divine to step in and deliver your justice and, your next step. Surrender. Let go of control. With this order, it says, so you think you're in control of the situation, do you? Well, that's something that everybody thinks much of the time. So you're not in control anyway, right? This is a lot of just like working with the universe and letting the universe work through you. These efforts at maintaining control are most often based in habitual conditioned fear born out of many experiences where you witnessed others who were out of control. It was scary, dangerous, and maybe even life-threatening. You can be assured that now there is no more danger and that you are safe. You can now safely relinquish control. Letting go doesn't mean letting go of control doesn't mean that you're giving up, right? Giving up is like throwing your hands up in defeat, and walking away. Surrender means that what I was saying. It's surrender means that you are surrendering control to the universe for the things that you don't have control of, and you're willing to work to co-create with the universe, right? It's like I'm just gonna do what I feel is right, and we're gonna, like putting your faith in the divine. So it says, okay, what does it say? Where should I start? It says, in that acceptance, you will become the will of spirit. Yes, and life flows much easier through you and as you. Additional associations, sensuality, merging, family, and playfulness. Okay, so these are our oracles for pile 1. It's funny, like, okay, so this may go, this is the number 11 here, so this could be, and then we have this divine feminine energy, the number 11, way of the divine feminine over here at the bottom of the deck. Thought that was interesting. So I am going to get some tarots. Which ones shall we use? I think we'll start with these, and we'll go from there. This or that. Okay. Spirit, how should we... So, letting go of control, acting out of integrity, being spontaneous. That's what this is what Spirit is wanting to talk about, okay, with pile 1. So let's get a past, present, and future on the situation. And then we'll get advice on the likely outcome. So, Spirit, past, present, and future. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for allowing me to do this. Thank you to my spirit guides, my way showers. Alright. Past. Get a card for the past. Alright, let's see about my view here. Past. Ooh! Ten of Pentacles. Look, and the Ten of Cups here. Those cards weren't wanting to go back in. So, past, Ten of Pentacles. Present. Look at this situation here. So the message. What's the present situation? Just saw the Six of Cups. Oh! See what I mean? Okay, so the Ten of Pentacles ended up staying out. We got the Eight of Swords here poking out. Let's see what the future. Future. Okay. Future. Whoa. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, pile one. Two of Cups flipped over in the deck. And then we also have Knight of Wands and the Hanged Man. Okay. Okay. Let me... Got the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Let's see. Advice on how to proceed. Whoa. And likely outcome. Whoa. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Holy moly. Okay. Queen of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Okay. Okay. We have two tens here, and we're starting out with two tens. So whatever it is, it's a big completion. It's a big fulfillment of some type of a cycle, right? We started with the physical and then moved to the emotional. Home, material things. There was something here that was completed, and that is, you know, Ten of Pentacles is being abundant, materially very abundant in completion of that. And then the emotional, being very emotionally content, emotional fulfillment, okay, presently. So this is very good energy. And then like future, wow, Two of Cups, soulmate energy with passion, moving forward very quickly. And we're going to get more clarifiers on that and then the Hanged Man. So yeah, let's see how to proceed. Eight of Wands. This is quickly moving forward. Look, with the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Pisces. I mean, I don't really want to call out signs, but we have Pisces energy here with the Hanged Man. We have a lot of Cups, which is water energy. That's the heaviest energy out right here. So lots of feelings, emotions, intuition. All right. Oh, so in the past, what is this Ten of Pentacles, Spirit? What is this Ten of Pentacles? Six of Pentacles. Okay, we'll start with that. So Six of Pentacles in this deck talks about, charity without pity. It's the gift. It's generosity. And it's coming out with this Ten of Pentacles. So this is you or someone else who was maybe generous and helped somebody. You know, you are plenty abundant, and maybe you helped somebody or more than one people. Well, more than one person. Okay, in the past. So shaping, I wasn't looking for these to just be necessarily love. So let's see how it comes out. I mean, we do have love out here, but it could be family, you know. Okay. And then the number 21. This represents some sort of a blockage. So maybe like there was somebody that was out of a younger person, because we have this page here. I think this is someone you are helped, or this is somebody who helped you. There was some type of blockage that somebody was faced with here, or, you know, conflict. And there, you know, there was somebody, there's another energy here where somebody was very abundant, so they helped. Okay. Now presently, now it's gone from physical to emotional, right? So now we have emotional fulfillment, you know, 10 of Cups, feelings, emotions with the page. And then we also have graduation in the present. This is a page. This can be somebody who's practicing or learning magic, okay, in this deck. But this is just a younger person, or the start of something that's very passionate. It's a spark. We've gone, I mean, there's progression here, because the future, we have the Knight. So we've progressed from the page to the Knight of Wands, you know, with the Two of Cups. Oh, we are talking about lovers. Okay. So I went on ahead and confirmed it. This is a love reading. All right. So, you know, my readings have been towards masculine and feminine, divine masculine and feminine unions and starseeds and things like that. So I'm not surprised. Okay. So this is a divine union we're looking at with pile 1. We've gone from the material to the emotional. There's a start, there's a spark here of something that's magic. Okay, this is a magic, this is a divine union in the present. This could be Kundalini energy with this snake here and the Lovers. This card doesn't mean that, but it does sometimes for me. And coming out with the Lovers. And the sun and the moon here, divine feminine and masculine energy with the Christ, you know, the flaming heart, the Christ consciousness. Yeah, this is, if you picked this pile, you could very well be experiencing some type of Kundalini awakening going on right now. Woo! All right. So, in the future, we have the Two of Cups, this soulmate energy, this beginning of this romantic partnership. We have passion, moving towards it very quickly. We have Pisces energy here with the Hanged Man. Like, okay, so let me get a little. Whoa, gosh, what's going on with the future? Future has lots of cards coming out. 10 of Cups again. 7 of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. Queen of Wands. I'm probably going to keep them all, damn it. The Fool here at the bottom of the deck. Ew, woo, pile 1. I'm like happy for you, okay? Like this is a good reading, good energy, exciting, I'm sure. Take your time to create something you could be proud of. Excellence takes time. Hold true to your vision of what you will achieve with patience. Attention to detail, planning ahead, perseverance. Okay, so I wanted to read this. That's the 7 of Pentacles. It's in taking time to invest in with patience. It's like building a solid, making solid investments. Hold on. You're on the path to success and happiness here with this 10 of Cups. Going after, you know, you're going after what your heart's telling you, following your heart here with this Knight of Cups. And your passions, like we've gone from the Knight of Wands to the Queen of Wands, right? Queen of Wands. This is all okay. So you could also be somebody who is starting your spiritual awakening, waking up to your magicness, your powers, right? Because the Queen of Wands is that. She is like she's into the occult, you know, can be like somebody who's into occult knowledge, is very spiritual that way, right? So one who attracts others through beauty and charisma, can be overconfident, frivolous, or arrogant. Okay. Well, I don't think, not with this cards here. This is just somebody who is also, I forgot, the Queen of Wands is also somebody who is very attractive, right? Golly, like I don't have enough cards already. I kind of want to see what this Pisces Hanged Man energy is about up there, because all of the rest of this looks like, moving forward. Oh yeah. Represents engagements, relationships, right? Kind of like moving to the next level. Okay, so everything here looks like this is definitely a love connection with lots and lots of passion, lots of promise and potential for a 10 of Cups ending. That's the happily ever after. We all know, like, there's no, like, it's not like the movies, but this is being very fulfilled emotionally, feeling complete. Just this Hanged Man and Pisces energy here coming up in the future, like, you know, this is moving really fast, but also so try to temper that a little bit, right? Because it is moving very fast. So, you know, plan and invest very carefully with this connection, you know, nurture it, but at the same time, temper it, because there's still maybe some things there with this type of energy. Okay, so gosh, it can kind of get, it's just such a strong connection with this energy. So it can, you know, it can move very quickly in the beginning, and then, you know, be very overwhelming. So be careful, you know, just temper this connection, because, you know, we have, how to proceed is like communication. So communication, quick communication can be with the Eight of Wands, right? But passionate communication could be coming in very quickly. So communicate about it, I guess. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, look. The Moon and the Empress here. When the deck split. So assess your losses and your gains now, and if necessary, change your goals to align with new information. Be on the alert for those who would thwart you. A pause in the endeavor. Evaluate the situation. Yes. Okay. So that's what I was getting. That's what I was saying over here before we even got to this. Yes, there's a lot of passion. This energy is moving very quickly, but the Three of Wands came out here to kind of like be like, stop and figure out where it's going first, right? Pause. That's why that Hanged Man was there. That Seven of Pentacles. It's like, this connection, this type of a connection, and this is like I said, it's a divine union. It's somebody, this is somebody, I don't want to say twin flame. I just don't. It's a divine connection. And there is a need, like I was saying, to kind of like temper, don't get carried away with this, right? And then also just be, you know, there could be people around that also, you know, are connections like this could cause outside people to want to interfere. So be on the lookout for that. Don't let that, as you move forward, don't be thrown off track too much if that type of situation happens. I mean, So that's what I was saying. Okay. So whoever this reading is for, you are in the middle of, you possibly just met somebody. You're in the middle of this intense, passionate soul connection with somebody. Okay. But there is a need. Okay, so we started with the Ten of Pentacles, and we have it here at the end, and we have Justice. Okay. I just wanted to see, because this can represent a separation that is yet to come, isolation and loneliness, right? It could represent the authorities. Okay, and then the Sun comes out at the end, but with the Divine Masculine card. Okay. The Sun represents enlightenment, just source energy, right? That I feel here, I feel it being in alignment. Being in alignment with source. So here it's like, you know, making sure you're in alignment with where your trajectory of where you're wanting to go with this Three of Pentacles, I believe, or Wands. It said that right here. So this would, in the future, this is like taking the time here. How to proceed is taking time right now to kind of like see what this is. Just take it all in, to look at it, you know, take time to meditate and take time to yourself to kind of like, you know, it can't just be these two intense energies here together with this connection. You have to bring God into it as well. Source, creation, the one, whatever you want to call it. This is a divine union. It's a trinity, right? It's so this is taking the time to bring and get in alignment with the universe with this connection. Okay, you may need to, there may be a separation that is coming. I know you don't want to hear that with all these cards up here and how intense this energy is and how you feel like this is going to lead. I mean, like it could, but I just want to tell you, in my own personal experience, I mean, it's not a big long one. I've been at this about 2 years now. I just want to tell you that, these aren't like, you know, I did say happily ever after up there, but these aren't like, you know, there's a difference between soulmates and twin flames. And then I don't know for sure, and one's not better than the other or any of that. And I haven't made my video about this yet, and I'm sure it's coming, but I'm not going to get too much into it. But whatever this is, like I said, not one isn't any better than the other. This is an intense connection. I mean, it does look like it is leading to, you know, possibly home and family, a happy home and happy family, or unit together. But just be aware that there is I feel like there is a pause coming in this connection because it is so intense. Okay. But in the possible outcome, we have this communication of love with this Queen of Cups energy, rushing forward with communication of love. We have Divine Masculine energy, enlightenment, source energy here, you know, being in alignment, being enlightened with the Ten of Pentacles. Material abundance, home. Okay. So that's lovely. If you picked pile 1, congratulations. You have met a soulmate and you are in the thralls. I mean, this is energy, so it could be happening right now. It could have kind of already happened. You could be just meeting this person and that's somebody that's helping you financially, or you're helping them, or there's something going on with the material world where, you know, somebody is being generous, you know, helping somebody, and it's developing. So you could be anywhere in the stage of this, and it's, you know, developing into like all these emotions and being able to see yourself with this person. And it, you know, whatever this connection does, it has triggered you. It has activated you. Okay, you could be in that part of it right here. This is the activation. This is, you know, the spark. And then in the future, there's still this heavy connection, this soulmate energy, this recognizing, this soul recognition of the two of you, this lots of passion. But there's a hang up here, right? There's a need to kind of like pull back and say, whoa, like, okay, now how do I want to, where do we want this relationship to go? How is it going to go? Like, what are we investing in here? Right? Because there's potential for emotional and material fulfillment, completion, success, happiness, family, all of that, right? And somebody's just wanting to follow their heart here. They're, that there's an attraction here that is like coming off the table, right? So somebody's definitely wanting to offer love, offer commitment, which is going to make somebody else, and maybe both, just kind of feel like, whoa, hold on, let me think about this, right? But the advice is just whatever the feelings are or whatever it is, just try to have as clear communication of it as you can. Don't push, right? Just take time to evaluate and bring, like I said, bring the universe into it. Co-create with this relationship and come into alignment so that you can see where you're going. Know where you want to go, right? You got to know where you want to go. It's beautiful. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. And keep checking back with me because I'm going to keep trying to put them out. Talk next time. Bye. Okay, guys. Sorry, pile one. I was cleaning up and I realized, I looked up the Oracle advice cards and I was like, oh, I didn't even, after I got everything out, I didn't even, kind of say how that went with it. So, yeah, if you look at the reading that we just, the spread we just looked at, then I'd say they're telling you, even if, okay, so with those kind of connections that we just went over, it can get very intense. So, there could be, even it could get to where you feel betrayed or like, somebody's really not acting out of integrity. Just still the same applies, but I feel like they're applying it to like with this connection. Allow serendipity, allow room for serendipity. You while you're kind of coming into alignment and you might not really have all the answers or know what you're going to do. Well, just let go of control. And it's still the same thing, working with the universe, right? Okay, I just wanted to say that. See you guys next time. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome. If you pick Pile 2, this is your reading. We will get started with these oracles, and then we'll see what comes out in the tarot to see what your message is about. We will start with these, this one here, this Earth Warrior Oracle. I do want to say, starting off the way that I pulled the cards, I pulled this one first. It's 36, breaks down to a 9, and then this was second, which was 19, so I kind of felt it as 919. I mean, yes, 919, the way they came out, but there's definitely the 1 and 9 thing going on, right? So, could be or 9, could be, and 19 is also a 10. So there's the numbers, but that just caught my attention. Could be something that you're seeing. So I automatically, just right off top with Pile 2, I feel that this is somebody who is going through a lot of soul growth and possibly like a spiritual awakening of some sort, right? So, the Divine Mother's milk of the galaxy is feeding your soul. Expansion of your horizons, your spiritual purpose, and your sacred responsibilities is taking place. Divine potential within you is awakening at a higher turn of the creative spiral of consciousness. This oracle is prophecy of an ascension and grace. So yes, you're going through an ascension process, okay? I couldn't get that word earlier. Your soul has been going through a deep spiritual feeding process and is growing rapidly. The evidence of this is in the outer world will be a sense of expansion of opportunity, reach, connections, and new levels of spiritual experiences. This oracle foretells the welcoming in of a new phase in life. Newborn energies and the fertility, whether biological, creative, or psychological, are being stimulated. The oracle indicates the discovery of development and expansion of talents. The oracle indicates the discovery, development, and expansion of talents. An increasingly public profile, which moves you into the spotlight, can help you fulfill your divine life mission, provided that you keep your inner connection to spirit as the highest priority. The oracle speaks of soul healing around matters of trust, spirit, mother, and abundance. Okay? So this is definitely going to be for, you know, like light warriors, light worker, you know. So number 19. Management. It says, good job. Everything is running smoothly under your expert supervision. You are on top of things and nothing escapes you. You can feel proud of your achievements and your leadership skills. You can also ease back a bit and make sure everyone else is getting the chance to learn and grow. The danger of really good management is indispensability. You may feel that you are the only one who can keep things up to your standards. This attitude leads to burnout, at least, and martyrdom at the worst. You set a good example and inspire others to excellence, it says. But it also says, like on the warning side, don't be a control freak. You need to rest. Okay. So we're just going to get these, the feel for these, and then we're going to pull out the tarot and we're going to see how all of it comes together. So the squirrel, preparation. Get ready for big changes. Feel the anticipation of what you know is coming. Get everything ready and in place. This can be a new job. So that's the second time that it said something about expansion of job is what the other one said. So here's this one. So you could be, the thing about awakenings and stuff like this are that you oftentimes do change work. So this could be, you know, I really feel like I said, this is somebody who is experiencing a mass change and is, like I said, going through a deep soul feeding process. New job, new relationship, or major move. There will no doubt be challenges, but you can prepare for them in a number of ways. The most important kind of readiness has to do with your mind. How smoothly you move through these changes is totally dependent on your attitude, thoughts, and beliefs. There's no need to scurry, no need to worry. Rather than rush, make each movement count. If you worry, it will just make everything a lot harder. Just do what you have to do to prepare. Don't get so bogged down in making list after list. This can help, but at this time, it's better to stay active, focused, and purposeful in your efforts. Get a sense of where you're going, even if you may change course later. Rely on family and close friends for support before and during this transition. And most important, keep breathing. Additional associations, gathering, activity, alertness, and get this, guardian. So, I wanted to go back over something that it said. It was before transition. Okay. Get a sense of where you're going, even if you change course later. You know what that made me think of when I said that? The path to enlightenment is winding, or something like that, right? So yeah, the path to enlightenment has a lot of twists and turns. You know, you just have to go with the flow, because you may, you know, you just follow that intuition, and sometimes it's going to lead you right like one way, and then you're going to make a sharp right and start doing something completely different. You just have to go with the flow with that, okay? So I'm interested. I kind of knew pile 2 was going to be something. I didn't know if it was going to go difficult or what it was, but I was like having to really shuffle for a long time before the cards came out. So, all right. I just had to feel about it. Let's see. So we're going to get a past, present, and future on this situation that we're looking at with the messages from Spirit, what you most need to hear at this time. Hold on. I already shuffled these. Well, I don't want to shuffle anymore either. Okay, so past, present, and future, advice on how to proceed and a possible outcome. So that's kind of like what we're doing, right? Just getting a quick message. So, Spirit, okay. First card out, Major Arcana, the Fool. right. Present energy with the situation. Ooh, King of Cups. All right. Future. Future. Whoa. Did this my last reading. Holy moly, patchouli. Okay. Six of Swords. Pile 1 got 3 that spit out there in the possible future too. So it's funny, I did a possible future and possible outcome. It's okay. It's okay. It worked out the first time. It'll work out this time. All right. It'll work out. We're just doing it that way. We're going with it. All right. Future. Six of Swords. Moving towards maybe an Ace of Cups, a new beginning, or self-love. Enlightenment as well. This would definitely represent an awakening of some sort. Cups are all about intuition, and you see that eye there, right? And the moon. Subconscious, shadow self. Things that are hidden. All right, look at that bottom of the deck. Oh, 10 of Cups, but we are going to get advice on how to proceed. Okay, 7 of Swords and 2 of Pentacles. And even though it's kind of like the same as the future outcome, we just want to get an overall long term, maybe we'll see. We'll figure it out. But overall possible outcome. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It can make sense because look. Oh, 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Nostalgia. Thinking back to the past. Could be soulmate energy. We're going to get into it more to see. My first pile kind of ended up coming out that way. I love reading. But let's see about this. Because we do have the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups here. But we're kind of like looking at, I'm thinking a spiritual awakening here. Ascension. So, oh, what I was going to say, we have the future, but energy is fluid, as we know. So this could be, you know, the past could be actually the current, what's happening, and then the present could be coming, you know, or you could already be in the possible future where you're moving towards this enlightenment and self-love and possibly like, you know, uncovering some things that are hidden. But I really feel like this is spiritual growth, spiritual enlightenment there. And then, so the possible outcome would be after that, the overall, like, you know, of this energy up here. Okay. I told pile 1, like, I'm totally doing this freestyle, so, and it's my first pick a pile that I'm gonna post. So, bear with me as always. Let's look at the Fool card here. The Fool in the past. The Fool, the Fool, the Fool. That's a brand new beginning. That's a fresh start. Very fresh. No baggage from the past with the Fool, right? Can be taking like a leap of faith. Stepping out on a whole new path, a whole new beginning. What's this Fool? As I said, that's the Judgment card. Ooh, whatever it is, it's in reverse. The 5 of Swords. Okay. Okay. Go on ahead and get these 3. This is 10 of Cups in the present. Whoa, 10 of Wands. Okay. Funny, because when the King of Cups came out at the bottom of the deck, I saw the 10 of Swords. 10 of Wands is here with this King of Cups in the present, with the 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So we do have change. We do have a little possible of conflict. Let me see the future. Queen of Wands. Pile 1 got that in that position. Different. Oh, bottom of the deck, King of Wands. King and a Queen here, a fire. Okay. Oh. We'll go ahead and get all these first ones out. Oh. Oh. What? I swear something flipped and I pulled that out. It wasn't flipped. Well, I'm keeping it. because I know. But I swear to you. Oh, maybe because it was up like that and it looks like that. Huh. Wow. Six of Cups. Interesting. Six of Cups here at the bottom of the deck on that. Six of Cups here, and the likely outcome, overall outcome with the Strength card here. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. I think it's quite interesting that when this came out, I immediately wanted to say, thinking back to the past, I didn't want to say soulmate energy. Remember I said the first one I got that type of reading from, this I feel is an awakening. This is somebody who's is awakening in some type of way. Okay. And so there is soul feeding and soul growth, remembering past lives, probably thinking back, because in this deck, this Six of Cups doesn't talk about another person. It talks about remembering who you are. Okay. So let's see here. Past. The Fool with the Knight of Swords. I'm sorry. What did I say? Knight. The King of Swords in the reverse. King of Swords. What in the heck am I saying? Five of Swords in the reverse. The situation is not winnable. Someone is not playing fair, or the odds are just too great against you. Retreat and live to fight another day. But it came out in the reverse. With the Fool. Interesting. Someone's being, that fox energy represents a trickster. Someone kind of being a little bit cunning. Karmic cycles. This card could represent that you are going to be tested karmically. This is showing up in the past. It represents karmic situations with this Five of Swords in the reverse. So here it is. You know what causes a spiritual awakening sometimes? Well, you could have been triggered by a karmic partner or some type of situation. This has everything to do with karma. But getting tired of this Five of Swords energy, getting tired of this conflict, getting tired of people not playing fair, right? So in the past, it's like dropping this energy and starting fresh, okay? So this may have been the energy and the attitude or something that clicked in you that triggered this awakening that you are going through here, okay? In the present energy, the King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, well, I'm not saying signs, but this is somebody who was in, they don't share their emotions, just they're in control of their emotions. They definitely are very deep, somebody who's very intuitive. They do have love, they do understand love and have love to give, and they have a deep understanding of emotions, okay? But this King of Cups is coming out with this Ten of Wands in the present situation. So this King of Cups is, if this is an offer of love or something, there's somebody here that's burdened. The situation is oppressive, that feels oppressed, burdened, okay? Ready to kind of like set some burdens down and start fresh. Like it's almost backwards. Huh. Well, energy is fluid because it's like that also would lead to this wanting to start fresh, right? Lay down burdens and then the Fool, start fresh. That was too many. Hold on. Okay. This represents falseness and betrayal. It can also stand for Kundalini energy. Funny, it came out in the present energy for my other pile that I did already, but it came out as Kundalini energy. Here it's coming out as what it stands for, falseness and betrayal. It's coming out with the Ten of Wands. It's coming out with this oppressive energy. It's coming out with, you know, this King of Cups, like I said, it's somebody who's a very deep feeler. They're very intuitive. They feel things very deeply. They have it, and they have a deep understanding of things. Okay, and here there's false. He's surrounded by this decay. I've never picked that up as much as I am right now with this card. Surrounded by decay, falseness, and betrayal. They're tired of this karmic, you know, low vibing stuff. Okay, we'll just say that. Okay, so definitely this is the energy that would trigger and cause a you know, could be a little bit of Kundalini energy. This is an awakening going on. Okay, but that could have been I feel like the trigger to this person's awakening was being fed up with all this type of an energy, okay, that we've been going over. So in succession, because of this energy here, wanting to start fresh, moving away from moving away from troubled waters to calmer waters, trying to move towards a better situation. That's the Six of Swords. Moving towards enlightenment and self-love. New beginning. So this King of Cups has taken his cup and he's moving towards, there's this enlightenment, right? Shadow work could be doing this shadow work. Just realizing the things that weren't quite as they seem. Okay? Things that are hidden coming to light here. Okay? With the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who, I was just saying, since it just came out, this is somebody who is very attractive. They're very passionate. They're very go-getter. And it's also somebody who's very, could be, you know, somebody who's very in tune with the occult. It's very spiritual. They say that she's a witch sometimes, right? Doesn't have to be, but it's just like that. She's spiritual, the Queen of Wands. What else? I don't want to say. Okay. Number 21. This card represents a blockage. So, okay. I might have to get another card here real quick. Not that we don't already have enough. Oh, that makes sense. Because we have this Seven of Wands here, which literally represents blocking. Two of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands. Knight of Swords. So I guess the Knight of Swords did come out. Okay. So I think that you will be, well, while these things get ready for these big changes, don't be afraid to let things change. Okay, this is just a side note that I just kind of got. It's like, don't block the changes. Don't, you know, let the things that need to change. You know, don't hold on. Don't hold on to the old. It's not easy, but like, don't hold on to these burdens. Don't hold on. You're needing to, like, definitely don't block yourself that way. But the Knight of Swords came out. This represents quick communication, or not, like, the messenger. Somebody could be bringing news of something. That's the Page of Swords in a lot of cases, but this folded up, I'm getting like a paper airplane vibe. It's weird. Okay, so you could write something down, and I don't know, I feel like there's a message on this bird she's writing, if that makes sense. Swords are all about thoughts and communications. And then, you know, so while you're, okay, so coming up here in the future, while you're kind of like moving towards this self-love and enlightenment, and kind of like you're, you see how she's holding that ice cream cone? Like her baby. It's like nurturing your own, you know, what did it say? This card indicates discovering new abilities and talents and stuff like that, right? And so I think this is you just nurturing yourself, your own talents, the discoveries that you're making of your own, tapping into your own powers, right? Your own intuition, your own stuff here. There's really like tapping into the subconscious, but you may be blocking off some type of communication with people while you do so, okay? Just be careful. I mean, sometimes you definitely do have to take a step back from people. Don't block off the people that are really going to help you for your highest good during this time, though, okay? But there, like I said, there could be a need to definitely block and cut communication with some people while you kind of like are on this journey, or, you know, until you make it to your, we're constantly on journeys. But with this one, you kind of like have a goal here. You're kind of like there's a destination, and, you know, until you get there, maybe just kind of like not communicating with some people. Now, this card too talks about blocking while you're gaining this balance with this Two of Pentacles here, juggling a little bit. And this is advice on how to proceed. So that's kind of like what it was saying here, kind of like feeding over into this. You know, being a little defensive, just protecting your energy while you're gaining this balance, okay? The Ace of Wands. It's like your staff, your rod. This passionate new beginning. You're protecting your energy. Advice on how to proceed is what kind of, that's funny how that kind of fed into that, like this blocking of communication. Protecting your energy while you're gaining this balance. Discovering these gifts. And learning how to kind of like, standing your ground. This kind of goes with this. Protecting your energy. Standing your ground. Right? While you're gaining balance. While you're being enlightened. While you're coming into your divinity. And realizing your divinity. Okay? And you're starting this new thing. This new journey. So maybe also let other people help you is while you're needing to protect your energy, while you're needing to kind of like go within, self-discovery, allow other people to pick up the slack in some cases when they need to. That maybe there may not be a lot of communication needed. Let other people carry the load if you're switching jobs. Okay? Don't think you always have to you know, nothing's going to go right, or it's not going to get handled if you take time to nurture this, your soul while it's going through this process. You have to do that. That's what it is. There's people here to help you. It's not that you need to tell them, you know, everything that's going on with you right now, but just let them know, let them help you. Whether it be a spouse, you know, helping with bills while you're going through some type of transition, whether it be just your friends helping with the kids, whatever it is, it's going to be different for everybody. But that's what that is letting friends and family help you, letting people help you while you're growing, while you're balancing. Okay, but protect your energy. It's not that you have to communicate everything or explain everything to everyone. Do protect your energy. Okay. So overall, like we got the Page of Pentacles, solid hitting after you've gone through this, this is going to feel very back and forth. That's what it says, twist and turny here. But you're going to land on your feet with this Page of Pentacles here. And you're going to remember some things about yourself. You're going to rediscover who you are. This is, I feel like this is remembering past lives. I'm going to read it real quick. I mean, because I know what feelings I'm getting off of it, but there's something I want to see. Look into the deepest memories you remember. Look into your deepest memories to remember who you are and what makes you happy. Let others help you find yourself again. Key concepts: revisiting the past, childhood memories, and forgiveness. Doesn't say anything about anybody else with the Six of Cups. This is you remembering who you are. Remembering your divinity. Remembering what makes you happy. So this is somebody starting on their journey here. Oh, a lot of cards. Okay, they all go. So this is, I feel like this is somebody, I mean, this could be for anybody. You could take this and apply it however it goes. You could have already, you know, you could already be awakened, and we constantly go through ascensions, okay? But I feel like this is kind of early stages. Or this is somebody who's in the lull, you know, who's already had their spiritual awakening and now is having to, like we said, that road is very winding. So here you are again at another turn, at another change, at another transition, okay? Moving towards more self-enlightenment, remembering some stuff from your past of who you are. Definitely this has already been set into motion, okay? That's what that represents here. It's a number 1. Number 33. The key. This also, it talks about all of life itself, health. To me, it's family roots. It's ancestral lineage. So you maybe find out some stuff about your ancestry. You may remember things from your past life, but you are, it's going to be key information that you get here, and it's definitely going to set into emotion. It's going to set you on the path to your destiny with this energy here, okay? So let other people help you for sure. Protect your energy. Keep it close to you. Don't tell people about what you're doing right now. Don't tell people about, you know, you don't need to tell everybody everything. You just need to let them help you. And the ones that are here to help you, they'll help you. They don't need to know everything. They just need to help. Okay, pile 2. I hope this helped you. And check back with me for more. Definitely it's going to bring in that. But right now, protect your energy, okay? Talk soon. Hola. So for those of you who picked number 3, this is your reading. So let's start with the oracle cards. We've got the number 13, which I'm still learning things all the time, you guys, especially with numbers. I found out that 13 was the number for the Divine Feminine, I believe I heard somebody say. Now, this is what I heard. I've only heard that once, so it could be. We'll start here with the number 15. Power of the Good. Yana Durga, maybe? I'm probably butchering that name. So, Diana Durga. Okay, anyway. You need never lose faith in the power of good. You need never lose faith in how much you can accomplish as an independent and inspired individual in this world. You need never believe that you are alone or without divine protection. You need never fear evil. The third eye of the Divine Mother sees all things, is very watchful, and ever just. She births through holy vision the manifest power of good in all realms. Her gaze is upon you now. Trust her. Believe in the power of the divine to keep an eye on things for you. Trust that power to alert you when you need to know something or to understand what is happening in your life and what you need, even if you aren't so sure of that yourself at times. Be active in contesting negativity. Hold on one second. You probably heard that last line, but I didn't, and I want to read it again because I need to understand it too. So listen. Trust that power to alert you when you need to know something or to understand what is happening in your life and what you need, even if you aren't so sure of that yourself at times. Be active in contesting negativity. The moment you feel something isn't coming from love, acknowledge it immediately. You don't have to make it about you or analyze it. Use your divine connection to deal with it promptly and effectively. Call for divine support in all things. You will not divert help away from someone else if you ask for it for yourself. When you allow yourself to be helped, this empowers your path, which in turn helps all beings. Divine assistance is always there for you unconditionally. If you are not thinking the best thoughts, divine support will correct your thoughts. Never hesitate to call for that support. It is your greatest ally. Give up your attachment to past experiences of rejection and abandonment so that you can open up to how much the divine loves you and can help you. Practice feeling the confidence and unconditional trust in a higher power, knowing it is stronger than all else. Interesting. Okay. Number 13. Isolation, right? Solitude is valuable and positive okay. Solitude is a valuable and positive part of life, but isolation is soul draining. Taken too far, solitude becomes loneliness and isolation becomes a habit. If you don't share your thoughts and feelings with others, they echo back and forth inside you until you can't turn them off. Only you can break free of the pattern of isolation if you've made it clear you want to be left alone. Change the signals you're sending out if you want companionship. It doesn't have, okay, so there's a lighter and darker side to this. Lighter side. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. All solitude or all society. Let the right ones in. Darker side. If you always say no to invitations, people will stop asking. I've gotten this for myself a few times. Because sometimes it's easy to get stuck in that habit. I mean, because personally, I'm a Taurus sun. I enjoy my time by myself. In fact, I have to make myself go out and do stuff with people. So, and then a lot of the times when I do, I'm glad I did, right? It does help sometimes. But, you don't have to be outside all the time. You don't have to go out all the time. You don't have to be doing something all the time. But it's nice. Like they said, let the right ones in. So there's a need to trust in the divine. Maybe put a little bit more trust and faith in the power of the good. And let the good in. Let the goodness in that wants to come in. So kangaroo, gratitude. Be grateful for all you are blessed with. In this very materially oriented world where you're constantly bombarded with so many possibilities and choices for acquisition and accumulation, it's easy to forget to be grateful for what you do have rather than feeling envious and resentful for what you don't have. Trust that you'll always have what you need. Allow the richness and goodness of our fair and generous Mother Earth to be yours, not for the taking out of avarice or greed, but out of acceptance and continuous appreciation for the gifts you receive. Everything that comes your way in actuality is a gift, whether or not you consciously manifested it. Thou shalt not want doesn't mean that you shouldn't have any desires, but that you shall never have to go without food, water, shelter, or love. That is, unless you deny life the privilege of providing these things for you by isolating, right? Today, every time you receive a gift of good, service, love, or money, express your gratitude to the giver and the creator, if only by simply saying thank you. Remember always that no matter who or how the gift is delivered, it comes from the creator. Additional associations, nurturing, generosity, abundance, and family. So maybe you're needing, like I said, needing to let this goodness into your life too, right? Let the good in and be grateful. Say thank you. Somebody's trying to give you something, right? Okay. Let's see what the tarot. Get a few tarots on it. We're going to do a little past, present, future. How to proceed, advice on how to proceed, and overall possible outcome, long-term outcome, right? Okay. So, past. Ooh, tower. Okay. Present. Okay, Ace of Swords. Woo. Future. Whoa, good God. Okay, that one flew off the table. Ay, and it's the Ten of Swords. Okay. Oh, yeah. Advice on how to proceed. Whoa, good God. Okay. Not an ego. Okay, hold on. Overall possible outcome. King of Pentacles. Okay, 4 of Swords at the bottom. Alright, well, we're starting with the Tower in the past. Remember, energy is fluid, so you could, you know, if this is your reading, and you know where you're at. Some of you might be just now coming into this Tower moment. You might have already had this Tower moment, and whatever this Ace of Swords truth is here, it's already been spoken. And now you're feeling this painful ending. We literally have in the future, there's the Ten of Swords. So there's the completion. There's a beginning and a completion. A painful ending. Something set into motion with this sword here, I feel. This truth that was spoken. And now there's a pain. So you could already be like in this Ten of Swords energy is what I'm saying. You could be, you know where you're at. Energy is fluid. So let's get into it. This is so crazy. So, I don't know if the first two had the 5 of Swords right there. One of them did. It was in the reverse. Huh. Alright, present. Ay. Wow. Okay. Future. This just fell right. This is probably connected. We'll get into it though. How to proceed. definitely. Yeah, 2 flipped. Okay. Wow. The King of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles with the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. All right, then. Interesting. Let's see what it's about. Let the right ones in. Let the good in. So here in the past, we have a Tower moment. This is something that could have happened very quickly. Could have happened very unexpectedly. It definitely shook the foundation of your life in some type of a way. With the 5 of Swords, this represents somebody that's, you know, the situation isn't fair. It's somebody who's not fighting fair with their words. Words are very cutting. The communication is very harsh. It's very conflicting. Confrontational. Okay? So... yeah, so here's a situation in the past where you probably had to stand your ground. There was a Tower moment. I feel like somebody, I don't know why you had to stand your ground. I mean, there could have been some things that were hidden because we have this book at the bottom here. We have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck on here too, so. So, I don't know, you know, we can all be on either side of these energies too. So but there's an energy here where there was a Tower moment. Someone had to, I don't know if the Tower moment was caused by somebody finally standing up and standing their ground. I think that's what it was. But either way, or somebody was being so confrontational and so unfair and so, like the communication was so hostile that it caused a Tower moment, which caused you to stand your ground. Either way, somebody stood their ground, okay, in the past. Now, stood their ground and spoke possibly by speaking the truth about something. With the Fool card, both of these cards represent a new beginning. So, somebody stood their ground and spoke their truth. And this is like marching to the beat of your own drum. It's a brand new beginning. Okay. So... either this was like a karmic, you know, you broke some type of karmic cycle by doing this. Okay? This card represents, you know, everything to do with karmic situations, karmic cycles, karmic tests, karmic relationships, karmic people. It can be like a Wheel of Fortune type of card too. I'm really just feeling like this was breaking some type of karmic cycle and following your heart, you know, the sound of your own drum, marching to the beat of your own drum, speaking your truth, okay? So this oppressive, conflictive energy caused a Tower moment. It caused somebody to have to really, like, stand their ground. You know, and somebody, like, you know, there was boundaries crossed here. So speaking your truth, going with your own heart, you know, starting out on a fresh new cycle, brand new cycle, or a brand new path, cycle. Fresh new cycle then, yes, okay. Starting a fresh cycle here. Now, future, painful ending. So whatever this is, it may have caused some type of painful ending. This truth caused a painful ending. 10 of Swords. It's a very, you know, somebody could, with this energy, with this card, could it be that somebody felt betrayed? You know, all those swords could be hateful words that were spoken. 5 of them could be, you know, over here. So it was just too much, which is why this truth was spoken. But it does lead to some type of a painful ending and free. But it also, this painful ending, you know, the good thing about the Ten of Swords is that it's a 10, and it is the end of it. It is the completion. This came out in the reverse, the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is being trapped by your thoughts. Worry. Prison of your own mind. Ten of Swords. That painful ending freed somebody from this Eight of Swords energy. Or will. No. That was hogwash. Hogwash. Yeah. Well, hell. This can represent telephone calls. It can also represent nervousness and anxiousness. It's like a Nine of Swords energy, honestly. It's like my Nine of Swords energy card. So we have the 8 and 9 of Swords energy here. This anxiousness, worry. This stork can represent many things. Right here, I think it's just moving forward. It's like a 6 of Swords energy. It's like moving away from this anxiousness and worry, anxiety, nervousness. So whoever picked number 3, if you pick number 3, and if this is resonating with you, this is obviously a message that Spirit is wanting to give you some type of confirmation that you did the right thing. And don't isolate yourself so much. And also, I also feel like this is also telling you there are people here in the physical that want to help you, that you need to let in, but also the spiritual. Let in the good, let in, yeah. And then express your gratitude to Spirit as well. But because they're supporting you. So whoever this is for, you know, this is like a more serious, heavy type of energy. Spirit's really wanting to tell you that you did the right thing. I mean, that's very clear. You've done the right thing, and it may be painful. It may have caused you anxiety, but it's freeing you from that and moving you towards something better here. Now, advice on how to proceed. We got the Six of Wands in the reverse. Six of Wands talks about being recognized for, you know, it's like a promotion, or you see, like he's won something. He's being celebrated. He's being recognized. It's kind of like riding on your high horse, though, a little bit sometimes, and a little bit ego. So with it coming out in the reverse, I would say don't what's a fire energy here? Hold on. Oh, I see now. Okay. Like I said, this can be ego a little bit. The sun can be God. To me, it can be God source energy. This is don't operate out of ego. Operate from that divine place within you, right? That God inside of you. That place where you know like your own divinity, God source energy. You don't need this, you know, you don't need people, I don't know, it's just like not something here. We got the coffin. Something ending so something new can begin. It's like almost like a little bit of an ego death here. So maybe, okay. The bull's out of the pen here. Bill is out of the pen. And off to the races. Headed towards that Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So, you know, whether you need to have a bit of an ego death or just kind of integrate your your ego a little more, where we're in a period now where, you know, a lot of people are doing a lot of shadow work. But this is definitely, you know, being careful not to operate out of ego. You know, be guided by spirit. There's let something in. There's the Tower and this coffin card. It's like letting something in. Whatever this Tower is, it could have been divine intervention. It was something that needed to happen. The thing about the Tower is that while it is not always easy to get through, or doesn't feel great at the time, once you get through it and look back, you realize that this Tower, this painful ending, you know, it was for a reason. That, you know, whatever is coming in wouldn't have been able to be manifested unless room was made by letting this Tower fall away. Whatever this is, people, places, or things that are falling away, or that you're experiencing it, you've experienced a Tower moment with. Definitely somebody had to stand their ground, okay? You know, if this was a relationship, possibly it could have been, you know, a younger woman, older man. Doesn't have to be, but there could have been an age difference like that. Could have been a karmic relationship, just some type of somebody that, or something, some type of karmic cycle that you were stuck in. You know, because, you know, you got stuck, and the way that you freed yourself from it was standing your ground, speaking your truth, and following the beat of your own drum. It could lead to a painful ending, but it frees you from nervousness and anxiety and being trapped by your thoughts. It's freeing you up. Don't operate, you know, ego operates out of fear sometimes, you know. When you're letting the good in, when you are being grateful and you are co-creating with the universe here, it's gonna lead, it's gonna always steer you in the right direction, of course. But yeah, you definitely have to let something in so something new can begin here. And overall, like outcome with this energy, overall, what's going to happen by allowing this Tower to crumble, speak like all that we've said, allowing this ending, this painful ending, allowing something to end so something new could begin. Dropping ego. We got the King of Wands, or King of Pentacles twice here. See how the bull is like running out from underneath that skirt there? This is somebody who, this is so much abundance. And the Ten of Pentacles is here. See how the, that, whatever kind of donkey or animal that is running off the carousel, running towards the Ten of Pentacles, running towards the material abundance, running towards the completion, you know? All these pentacles, all this abundance here. I feel like it's kind of like, you know, this King of Pentacles taking off. You know, you're going, both of these are like, just off to the races. I feel like there's some type of, you know, towards this abundance, this King of Pentacles, this somebody who's very grounded, down to earth, abundant, motherly, fatherly. I don't have any cups out here. This is all about thoughts and material. Like this is, you know, this one for sure is probably about, you know, this is a message to somebody who just needs confirmation that they did the right thing and that they're in the right path. They're on the right path, because this is somebody who's experiencing a lot of, you know, having to face fears and having to let things fall away. This is a lot of change. This is letting things in. This is kind of like realizing how you've acted out of ego. Yeah. So, dang it. Am I going to drop every single card? All right. I feel like these two kings, especially the fact that one of them is a woman. These two kings of pentacles here. Hold on. There is no limit to what you can achieve now. Material prosperity may come to you in unexpected ways, especially through the help of others. Key concepts: breaking through limitations. I'm glad I read this. Breaking through limitations, victory, financial growth. That's the Ten of Pentacles in this deck. This is what the overall outcome of what you standing your ground and speaking your truth and marching to the beat of your own drum and allowing this painful ending, freeing yourself from the prison of your own mind, getting out of your ego, allowing God in and being grateful and co-creating and communicating with spirit, allowing something to end again so something new can begin. What is the new? The new is the fact that you're heading towards breaking limitations and abundance. Probably new commitments and new connections, possibly a new relationship or just upgraded relationship. This could definitely be a true pair, a pair that actually match each other and are each other's energetic equals. Two kings, but you know, you see that feminine, female energy on here. And he's looking at her. So this could definitely be a marriage or some type of union, partnership that's very, 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 very abundant. So keep swimming, buddy. You're headed towards a lot of abundance if you picked pile 3. You're just going through it right now. And Spirit just wants to let you know to, you know, don't be so closed off to the good. Don't doubt that good things are coming to you. When they come, let them in, right? Use your discernment. You're on the right path. Thank you so much. If you haven't yet, hit the like and subscribe button and keep checking back with me. I'm going to keep putting these out. Talk soon.